Silent Night. What a pretty tune by Joseph Moore and Franz Gruber. We're in standard tuning, standard open G tuning, but this song is going to be in the key of C. So the chord we're going to keep coming back to really is a C chord. Let's take a look at the structure of the song first. We understand where we're going with it. Then we'll take a look at it measure by measure. This is a 24-bar song. So there's 24 measures. You notice we play starting with measure 1 right on up through to measure 24. So that's 24 bars. And measure 23 and 24 comprise the first ending. That's the one you'll play verse after verse until you're ready to end the song at the last verse. And then we'll play measure 1 on up through to measure 22, skip the first ending, and play measures 25 and 26. So that's still 24 bars, okay? 1 through 22, and then 2 more bars, 25 and 26, makes 24 bars. And the last ending, the second ending, I'm using what's called a flageolet cadence. Kind of the amen sound. It's a 4-1 ending. So we're going to the F before we go back to the C. Just to add a little bit of interest and kind of some finality to it. So if we were to play like measure 21 and 22 and then take that second ending, we would have sleep in heavenly. Now, instead of going straight to the C chord, we go to the F. Peace, and then back to the C. So that gives us an interesting ending. All right, let's take a look at this together. We're going to start out with a partial C chord. Just fretting the first 2 strings. That's going to leave your middle finger free to pick that 3rd string and maybe the 4th string too. So we're fretting just the first 2. And so the first measure is going to go Silent Night. First phrase, actually. That's the first measure and the first note of the second measure. Silent Night. That P stands for pull off, okay? And below beat 3. Play that with me a couple times. So we want to hear that Silent Night. In fact, if you play just that, you'll be bringing out the melody. Only the notes highlighted in blue. Okay, those are the melody notes. Silent Night. So you want to play those in time. The other notes are filler notes. Silent Night. And then we put in the filler notes. Silent Night. So that's like a forward roll. And then the last part of measure 2 is just filler to keep the timing of the melody right. And notice Silent Night. The last note I hit the and of 4 is the first string. That frees up my thumb to repeat Holy Night, measure 3. So the picking is the same there. Now we're going to go over to a slide. And I'm making the C chord now full C. Probably what I would slide with is my middle finger. That way, we still have these notes ringing. I can leave those first 2 strings fretted for just a little while longer. Forward roll again. Slide into that 2 to 3 on the second string. So So those measures are both forward roll. Now measure 7, All Is Bright. And again, filler for the rest of measure 8. Now, round yon version, we're going to go to an F chord. What I'm suggesting here is just keep the C chord and put down your middle finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, and pinky on the 1st string. Try that on and off a little bit. Hold that partial C, put down middle finger and pinky, take them off. That's the F chord. Take them off, back to C, put them back down. So get comfortable going back and forth between those. So we've got in measure 7, then round yon virgin. So notice I'm pretty much holding that same F chord, round yon virgin. And when I say virgin, I'm taking off the index finger from the 2nd string. Still holding that F, and just take the finger off the 2nd string. Back to the C. Back to the F again. Again, still holding that C. I put my middle finger and pinky down. So that's a repeat. Measures 13 and 14 are a repeat. And then back to the C. Here's your slide again. So, sleep in heavenly, measure 17. And I'm putting my ring finger down on the 1st string, 3rd fret. Then take everything off. Back to the C and measure 19. Now, as you hit that open 5th string, you've got time, just a little bit of time, to move your left hand into position for measure 20. We've got the C chord. So I'm pinching the 2 of them, just giving it a little bit of a wail in there. Okay, a little bit of interest. Fretting 4 and then sliding to 5 on the first 2 strings. Okay. So let's back up just a little bit and pick that up. Measure 19. Peace. Back to the C. Heavenly. That's the open 1st string. And now 1st ending. Peace. What we're doing in measure 24 is hitting the first 2 strings with index and middle of right hand, and then hammering on two strings, hammering on the first 2 strings, hammering that C on, and then a pinch. Okay, back up to measure 21. Sleep in heavenly peace. And then back to measure 1. And then coming to the end of the song, skip 23 and 24, go right to 25. Again, starting probably with measure 21. Sleep in heavenly. Now the F chord comes down. Peace. That's 2 forward rolls. Take middle finger and pinky off to expose that C. And I've got a little R down there for roll. You could just pinch it. Peace. Just pinch all 3 at once. But if you want to accent it a little bit more, kind of roll it off. All right. Silent Night. So as you can see, this is not too tough at all. Basically a forward roll throughout. We're making a C and an F chord, and G is in there, but we're hardly fretting anything for the G, basically the open G. Let's go through one more time, real slow. This is 3/4 times, so I'll count in 1, 2, 3. Silent, like that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Silent night, holy night. Now slide. See, all is bright. Now the F chord. Round virgin. Remember now, virgin. I'm still holding the F, but I'm lifting the index finger off the second string. Start in measure 9. Round young virgin, brother and child. Again, F. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Slide. Sleep in heavenly peace. Now, measure 21. Sleep in heavenly. For the first ending, for the second ending, all right, Silent Night. Pretty song. I think you'll be playing this one in no time.